We can continue.
Streaming.
We can continue talking about Dragon Age later.
Yes.
Starting the stream off with a belch.
As we do.
That sure is a thing.
Good way to do it.
There we go.
Apparently, I had a contribution.
Good job.
Damn.
Everybody's had a contribution.
Yep.
Look, you can't just say that and expect me not to contribute.
I belched, but it was very quiet. So I did not have a big contribution. I just had a contribution.
Don't worry, the Dragon Elves will be eating plenty, and they'll have their contribution later.
Yes.
Love that for us.
They're good babies.
I should go back and get my stuff for Karlek. My girl, I love you. I want to be prepared. Oh, hi. I'm apparently controlling Karlek. I did not see that.
Punks is just like, hey everyone, the stables are on fire, but I found something over here.
The stables are on fire, but that's fine. This is fine.
Aetha sighs and rolls in, quickly using a little bit of prestidigitation to try and damp a little bit of the burning as they approach.
Aw, but Nissa does such a good job.
I
I mean,
have created
didn't I have
art.
to contribute too?
I have created
Yes.
art. Okay. All right. Let me look at my spells actually. Let me see if I can calm some of this shit down.
It's
Sounds like I have
fine. We'll just run through it if we need to.
Midir, may I ride atop your shoulders?
Always.
Amazing! Midir is my loyal steed. This is
Happy to be
completely
included.
platonic, by the way. This is completely
yeah.
platonic. Because I'm hella gay.
Yes.
And also baby.
And also
Yes.
baby.
Much too young.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
It's
Okay.
a real legend, man.
Da, 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 da.
Right, I wanted to give that to
Secret
Carla.
tunnel.
Secret tunnel. I should move to the secret tunnel.
You know what? I'm gonna add this to my inventory
Actually, I'm
just so
probably
I can
back with.
toss it at someone.
Punks has got a kender on her back.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! The biddies are on their steeds.
Such is the natural order.
All is well with the world.
Cat just on Antha's leg.
Go, Mia, go. So, this passage that you guys are heading through from Wind's End runs through ancient stone, winding through darkness, alive with skittering insects. After traveling for hundreds of feet, you pass a large seam in the wall, after which the rock's texture abruptly changes. Ahead, the tunnel stretches on.
Are there still snacks for us on the way?
There's at least the little ones. Let me see what's on here.
Punks is wholly expecting people to smack her on the head.
You reach a fork in the tunnel.
Who left this here?
I'm
Maybe
guessing we're lower right.
Yes, lower right.
I'm also guessing that person in the upper left was supposed to be on the GM layer.
Yeah, I completely missed that person. Excuse me, I can vanish now.
Yeah.
Vanished.
Once again,
I'm small.
I will note one little detail. We mentioned that the hole was covered, right?
It was loosely covered, yeah.
Just by a
Antha
couple
will-
of boards.
Antha will quickly add some extra cover to it before progressing onward.
Yes, you are. Yep.
That
Sid
sure is a
became
bit
wild.
an elongated Sid.
Oh, God.
Darian, get your ass over there so that Carla can jump.
Yeah, and there is no light source. You guys took the bend, and it's like, you guys have to have your own light sources.
Love it for us.
Well, I
It's
do
okay.
have torches.
Oh, crap, hold on. I would like to ask about something before we go much further.
Yes.
Because during our... have we long rested?
Not since
Not.
the fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we have learned new spells and stuff, right?
Yes. So I guess technically, since we leveled up, we could count that as a long rest, because you usually fill a back up when you level.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will just say, I'm still in New Moon then. I learned comprehend languages, and I wanted to use it on the tracing of the runes.
Um,
Hold on. Let me see if I can put that in the chat real quick. There we go.
Oip.
understand that I am only teasing. I love that Nessa brought reading material into the tunnels while she was riding on Medir's shoulder.
Look,
because-
this might actually tell us something important.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been dying to try and read it since, since we got it, and now I can.
Punksa doesn't.
Um,
Go ahead.
literal meaning of any
Spoken, but
yeah.
you can also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
So you're holding the paper and you can now read it.
Yeah.
That's that
Nah.
repetition.
Nadir.
Yep.
Okay. That doesn't tell me much.
Just
That
don't
is a
say it 3
repeated
times.
word.
It might be a problem.
It might be a problem,
Can't
yeah.
see myself.
You are
Am I
buried.
under someone?
You are.
You're
You see the very
buried
little bit
under-
of an edge underneath Punksha.
Wow,
There we
yeah,
go.
you were
I
buried.
Real tiny. There we go.
So very small.
There we go.
Also the obligatory, I have dark vision!
Aita
So do
also
I.
has dark vision, but if any of the party doesn't, they will attach. They will. Let's see. What light source?
We have torches. We have plenty of light.
They also probably can just make something attached to their wheelchair glow. Like they actually have had a quarterstaff this entire time, so it's probably just hooked off the back, and a lantern or a light can be hung off of it.
And that lasts an hour. Wonderful. Okay. You see a fork in the road.
Imagine the artificer not putting floodlights on their wheelchair. Punksa is wandering forward, Sid on their shoulders, and she is just listening carefully to see if there's anything in either direction that she wants to investigate.
Well, as you approach the fork, the walls burst into green flame that just kind of flickers over you, and spectral dragon heads erupt from the flames, and the corridor fills with furious hissed words. So,
Ew.
Nissa gets to hear trespassers, desecrators, betrayers. They are not thrilled that anyone is here.
Oh my.
Well, that's one way of welcoming us.
I don't speak the language, but I sense they're angry.
Yeah, you're right, actually. You're correct.
Oh, good. I'm glad I have a good read on the room. We should
You
leave.
understand the literal meaning. Doesn't
Okay.
decode
Going
secrets.
back is not going to go well.
Why is my
Right.
HP on my token so low?
Because Roll20 is a functioning website.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so
why is my
ridiculous?
max HP? It's a functional website, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why is it so low? That is incredibly low.
Especially since I just leveled up, dang it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm editing it, so.
Okay.
Right, that's
I will.
actually correct, weirdly.
I was gonna say, now that we've mentioned that, everyone make sure your tokens are correct.
Yeah. Anyway, she can't understand it. But Punksa's just looking back at Nissa's observations, and she's just gonna sigh, look up, and say, "No, I'm here to inspect these caves," with her best authoritative voice.
I mean, I wasn't the one saying that we should get out of here, but okay.
Mm.
I'm just saying, sometimes it's hard to talk to people when they're angry.
Yeah,
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
well, lying to the dragons and dragon army has gotten Punksa this far.
All right, I trust
Dragons do
you.
not seem calm.
Punksa is just staring at the dragons.
hey, if you think you can fool a dragon, I've
Are they
heard
actually a
there are
dragon?
people who have
Aetha
done more.
thinks. Aetha considers what could create this effect. Yeah, she should actually have disadvantage, but 20 plus is probably fine either way.
Oh, great. We've got the Friday the 13th whispers.
Whisper, whisper.
Aintha, you recall the story of what Salmalir, that guy who got raised, and he was supposed to bring a Dragonlance to the city you're going to, because the place was on an ancient dragon burial ground?
It's always a burial
Oh
ground.
dear. Right, this is
Stone
that place.
is very, the spot you're in now, worked marble, really old style.
I think we're in. Well, we knew we were coming in, but it looks like this must be part of that magic. Aetha doesn't really know what to do beyond that. Is looking around to see if there's some source of the magic that they might be able to get to good old-fashioned trap disarming on.
No, it's you're starting to, like, this is the edge of the worked marble. Like, they could have continued in this space, but they didn't.
Well, if the rest of the party is baffled by the dragon's heads, Punksa is just going to sigh, and she's just going to say, well, they ain't attacking us. I'm going to keep going. She's just going to look at Sid and say, you with me?
I don't think I have any other choice.
You have to keep going.
The dragons do vanish after a little bit. However, everybody roll wisdom checks. Saving
Love
throws.
that for us.
Oh no.
Well, the good news is that I get to roll a +7 instead of a +2.
Wisdom.
Oh.
Normal
mine.
roll.
Yeah, I didn't roll that well. So, do we
No,
want
my
me to roll
wisdom-
again, or do we just want to take the first roll?
My wisdom roll is great. I'm fine with this. No notes.
I was going to take the first roll, the left roll.
That works.
So,
Azara, we need a roll. And Midir, we need a roll.
I'm going.
Wisdom.
I see we're all still defaulted to disadvantage.
Ah, yeah. Forgot to change that.
So-
It's fine.
Sid is fine. Azara and Nissa are fine, but Aintha, Punksha, and Midir all have the urge to make a melee attack upon the nearest person.
Oh no.
Oh, lovely.
Oh no.
I'm so glad I'm behind Nissa.
Oh boy.
That's always like. Oh,
Melee attack
proud of
is
you.
relatively good because that just means Aetha has their knife.
Well, on the other hand,
Their knife
not-
goes for, let's see,
Sid or
Clockwise.
Madeira, it looks like.
Yeah.
Please don't strike me. I've not been a bad Nissa.
Cha!
This is also on mid-year, technically, and thus actually a difficult target.
That's true. I am so sorry, Ainta. That means you are likely to be Punk's target.
Yeah.
Punksa just reaches out and slaps, apparently. Why do they
Ow!
slap?
Why
boy.
did you slap?
Oh, boy.
Successfully reels their arm back, and with the armor on that arm, manages more or less to block.
Which means we just need to see what Madeira does.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna roll an unarmed. Which is I'm not proficient in that, so I think it's just D20. I'm checking real fast.
Totally fair.
I don't remember unarmed rules off the top of my head because I usually don't do that if I'm not a monk.
Unarmed is a
Sure.
1d4 damage. Pretty sure it's just a basic dexterity driven attack, so. Unless you're really winding up for a strength attack.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, I was checking if it was just a flat D20.
Yeah, I think it's just pretty sure it's just a regular d20 without proficiency, but
Mhm.
with your dex modifier. I think.
+2, okay.
Anyone with more experience, feel free to override me.
I think that's... Alright, that's fine.
The low rolls are just fine.
Everyone just had a 3-second slap fight and then was like, wait a minute, why'd we do that?
Oh, a wise guy, eh?
Wise guy, eh? I don't remember. I didn't quite catch if anybody specifically went after Sid, but if they did, Sid wound up on their butt on the ground. Mostly out of surprise and not really retaliating, just kind of, whoa, what the heck?
Nobody went after Sid, but Punksa did just kind of whirl around and do a quick slap at Ainta.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then Sid would have wound up on the ground anyway. Like, ow, my tailbone. How rude.
Okay, so we have the
better, but
fort.
we're not doing that right here.
The intrusive thoughts got the better of us.
It sure did.
Agatha shakes their head and looks, and this time with detect magic enabled, quickly examines to see if they can track the source and if there's a risk of it going off a second time.
With how you rolled last time, not a second time anytime soon.
Punksa's just nodding to herself and just says, apparently we just need to get that out. She's just going to look back at Nessa, Azara, and Sid and say, you know, if you want to join us and get that out, you can go ahead and throw something at me. I'm used to it.
I'm good.
Same.
That was it was a magical effect. Aetha decides to clarify, almost sounding a certain species of kind of like really before just scooching on and starting arbitrarily north. Why not?
Let me take a look.
Punksa is going to put her hand on the arm of Aetha's wheelchair and say, "You should really let the bulky one go first."
Mm.
And after you motion with one hand, then
Yeah.
Hey, Punksha, what's your passive perception again?
16, I think. Give me 1 second to pull up the sheet. Oh, 17.
You notice underneath the rebel there be something.
Punksa's just going to put her hand up and pause, say a gesture of hold it, there's something here. They haven't exactly worked out the sign language, but hold it is a pretty universal sign.
Hold it is a
And
pretty
she's just
universal
gonna
sign.
And she's just going to hold up one finger and point it ahead.
Aetha carefully tilts their glance around.
There is a pile of wood and feathery hats in a ruined partial building. It looks like the building, as you look up, actually, came from the level above. There's some mismatched bones lie scattered around this large chamber, although the cavern itself is natural. The ceiling has caved in, and with it, part of a building has fallen into the cavern. Inside the collapsed structure are strewn wooden heads and decaying hats, and what Punksha is pretty sure is a golem.
Lovely.
Let's see,
So,
what would I roll
fire-
to know a little bit about golems?
I can also roll, I think.
Yeah, Punksa.
Probably also Arcana.
Yeah, Punksa probably knows it's a golem, but doesn't really know about golems, so she's leaving this to the smart people.
Yeah.
Smart people are answering.
Construct. Because it's a magic construct, it has a great time against other magic, and you can't change its shape.
Punksa's just gonna say, "Okay, I just need to know. If I walk up to it, is it gonna attack?"
Unknown, Aetha clarifies, but likely. You wouldn't set something like that for anything else.
I would err on the side of caution.
Mm-hmm.
They also tend to be immune to anything non-magical unless your weapon is literally made of freaking adamantine. So
Punksa's just gonna smile, pound her fists together, and let them glow in monkey goodness.
I hear fighting type is good against rocks.
The fourth wall groans in protest, but holds steady for the moment.
Aetha sighs a bit. Well, if we think we have to fight, better that its attention be on Punksha.
Does anyone want to try the other fork?
Yeah,
Since
Punksa's
Punksa's
just
wait, I see it.
studying ahead at the moment. She's not entering. She does know that if you step into this thing's chamber, it's probably going to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Midir is going to check the other way while we're at it. Alright, so we move down here and
This chamber transitions from natural stone to a walls and floor of worked marble blocks. The passage tilts down to the southwest, where a carving depicts a dragon in flight. Half the dragon's body is submerged in water, and the hallway beyond it is flooded.
it's flooded.
Aetha just
Yeah.
spins and
So,
blinks.
other way then.
I also hear water's good against rock.
That fourth wall is gonna break, Nissa.
Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
The fourth wall's struggling.
Nissa just wants to, be the best, like no one ever was.
Do you wish to step further into 3?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
pot. I think that considers a bit. I know an infusion that would get me through easily enough. I think. I'd have to take some time to configure it, but easy enough.
Punks is remaining up north because she is very wary about this golem. Unless someone pulls her away. Azara and Nessa, which way are you going to go? Just curious.
I will go where my steed is going.
I thought.
I'm probably riding on Midir's back still.
I think that does spot that way, this way around. But looking at the water, yeah, it would take me a little bit.
Follow everybody.
Okay, that was completely muddled out.
I heard Azara's following it.
Yep.
The group.
Yeah, I'm just following.
So Iantha quickly begins to shuffle enchantments around. The armor on a certain cat seems to lose power, which isn't exactly going to negate the cat. It's still a cat, but it does to soothe it, seem to calm it down a bit. And then enchant their cloak, switching temporarily from the homunculus servant infusion to Cloak of the Manta Ray, which I already had memorized. Already has one of her known infusions, to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
With this, Iantha says, stumbling out of their wheelchair, I can go into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Swim, swimmy, swimmy, swim, 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 swim.
There is a point where you are going to have to squeeze through.
Oh dear. I'm guessing that's this.
Yes. So underneath that rubble, you could probably make it, but you need an athletics check to figure it out.
And you would be leaving everyone else behind. And you are squishy.
Yes, I think considers that, and considers a few other things, and decides to try something a little different. They have what tools? Among other tools, I believe that the Dungeoneer's pack. Yes, it has a crowbar.
Good old crowbar.
And between that and some positioning, okay. Iantha is going to, with advantage and a flash of genius, basically try to roll some athletics to lever a bunch of these rocks out of the way at once.
Oh.
Are they crumbled rocks or are they part of this statue?
They are partially collapsed, flooded hallway.
Heck of a roll there.
Yes. So it just says you're supposed to squeeze through with a certain number. You bypass that by a lot.
Yeah, just trying to
And
basically
that would also
pull.
be that's also the amount to shift the rubble and free somebody. So yes, you've made it so no one else has to make a high check anymore.
Sweet.
Sorry about that.
Einthek promptly comes back, carefully returns to their wheelchair, and says, "There was rubble in the way, but I've got the path clear enough."
Yay.
Yay.
We wanted to avoid a probable fight. They look back towards the golem through that side
Mhm.
path. This is the path. But Einthek carefully
Sounds like a good idea.
examines. There are paths past it. So that's something. If we want to deal with those, we may have to face it. I don't think there'll be any fooling it either. It's too simple. Golem code tends to be too simple for that.
Punksa is still waiting. She's letting everyone else determine their plan. She's trying to figure out how she can fool a golem, and she's pretty sure she can't, but she's working on it.
So just gives her a pat on the head. You got this, babe.
Let's fool Golem.
Punksa's not moving until you guys make a decision.
Mhm.
Knowing what we know,
Here's good for the wet route.
I mean, Nissa's got a ride. So she's just
Oh
gonna
my.
follow. She's gonna go wherever Madeira is.
I think Aitha considers. I think we're probably best going through the water. They will promptly begin to work on that with the assist with pulling their wheelchair along through the water this time. If they see anyone having problems, they may, especially if they can get a little bit of breathing room, pass the cloak over for a moment or three to help the person through. So
Punksa's just going to look at Midir and say, "You want to go first, or you want to go bring up the rear?"
Hey, I can go first.
Then we'll get the back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Here we go.
Here
Loop,
we
loop,
go.
So, never mind. Okay, the other direction. So the other direction is a 10-foot drop into the water.
I am still riding atop of Madeira's shoulder.
You will want to stay on Midir's shoulders because it's about 3 feet of water.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
So this appears to be murals of dancing people cover the walls, and a small stone stage rises to the west. The lower southwest half of the room is flooded with the remains of tables, chairs, and a bar barely protruding above the water's surface.
Punksa underwater is going to yell, "Guys, you're kind of blocking the way," which comes out as.
oh dear.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh well.
Also, Punksha, as you surface the water, you're like, huh, what's this stuff floating on top?
Nothing good.
I thought being, an alchemist might have a advantage to ID this.
But does she notice it is the question?
It doesn't seem particularly subtle, I'm guessing, but
For whatever reason, it does have a weirdly high passive perception score for it.
huh.
I'm figuring. If I had to guess, I'd say it's. Is it a liquid or a solid? I should ask.
It's a liquid.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably a pretty oily mixture which blends into the water. So, are the tables out of the water or in the water?
In,
Let me rephrase. Are they platforms or are they submerged? Or does it say?
remains of tables, chairs, and a bar protruding above the water surface.
Okay. Punks is just going to say, just going to point out, y'all may want to get out of the water. This is a little more icky than water is supposed to be.
Is that enough to provoke Ain't to check closer?
Probably.
Okay, there's no specific skill for alchemy regularly, so I'm just going to use the alchemist toolkit roll.
Absolutely got an oil slick on it. That would probably make it fire water.
This water will be flammable.
Inflammable means flammable? What a country!
I am confusion.
I will quickly move to the bar, pulling their wheelchair up with it.
Because the big old lizardy guy.
Oh dear.
You guys popped out, chatted, and on the stage.
Slaved. I know that look immediately.
Uh-oh.
I really hope I get a good initiative roll.
Oh, damn.
Oh boy.
Azara sure did.
I know.
Here we go.
Oh, excellent. Punksug did get a good roll.
Oh, right there. Right under me.
Y'all might want-
Shockingly, Midir got a good initiative roll.
Fit in me.
Look at the three of us. We're winning.
Yee.
We're winning. Initiative.
I rolled.
No, you need to roll off with the GM.
Oh, roll off. Sorry.
Okay. My apologies. 1 quick minute. AFK.
There we go.
And then Midir and Punksa.
Yes.
All right. Just barely. Midir before punch.
And back.
Welcome back. And everyone has been warned that the water appears to be flammable, so you might want to reposition yourselves out of the immediate water unless you don't care about things being flammable. Like, say, a certain barbarian.
Hey now. Meteor is not, in fact, resistant to fire damage. Meteor's resistant to cold damage.
Well, yeah, but Meteor also has enough hit points to look at fire and say, really?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Zara, when you pop out of the water, tis your turn, and also the water's oily.
And
Oh,
you
lovely.
and you see the big ugly green thing on the stage.
Oh my. Well, I guess I can attack it.
You can.
I very much can. Why the hell not? Let's take risks, guys.
YOLO?
Slap that 100 mark on that ugly thing.
Take risks, make mistakes, get messy.
Listen, I feel like Azara's been pretty safe this like entire fucking campaign, so time for her to let her angry self show.
Also appropriate for this campaign is, so I started blasting.
Right? Believe me, if Fireball was a thing, she had the access to it.
Started blasting. There will be fireballs from atop of Meteor.
Fireballs are
We
very,
will
very
point out the
dangerous.
water is flammable, so we probably don't want fire.
So,
That's no fun. I mean, if everybody got out of the water, I could just set it on fire and poof, we're good.
fucking just incinerate the entire fucking party.
Please
Punksa
don't.
will hope that Ainta is the voice of reason to Nessa.
I mean, I could just, Azara's in front of her, so, Azara can just grab this and be like, no.
Why? No fire this time.
Fire
Put the
won't work
fire
as
ball
well
away.
on this thing.
What was that?
Fire won't work so well on a slot. I happen to know that they're resistant to most elements.
God damn it.
Of course they are.
Well, that makes me a sitting Nissa.
Well,
I thought sitting on Meteor's shoulders made you a sitting Nissa.
That too.
alright, so, yeah, I'll attack it if you want to slap that hunter's mark on it.
Slap that hunter's mark on it.
Do you want to get out of the flammable water first?
Probably, yes, that would be a smart idea.
Out of the fiery water.
Hold on. I'm setting myself up to copy and paste this 1d6 so I don't have to keep typing it all the time. I guess I'm gonna put myself right next to you over here on this table. I guess that'll work. Alright. Hopefully. Don't fail me now, Lobbo.
You hit.
Yay!
No Colossus just yet.
No, because he's.
But
The
do the same
open
amount of damage.
But I get one more. I think, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
hell yeah. With the Colossus. There you go. Start off strong.
Meteor.
Alrighty. Up. Rage. Gonna. Just walk over to the damn thing and hit it.
It is up on a stage, and there are stairs to the north side if you want.
Ah.
Otherwise, you could just chop out his ankles, yes.
Just walk over to the stairs then. And hit it. Oh, I should roll my rage effect first. Let's see, 7, which is... Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Poor
Truly.
guy.
Truly, I've just decided to mess this guy up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, 1. Does that hit?
One
Yes.
great axe.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. And 2!
That one, 2 is
Sorry.
a no.
Ignore the damage then. Ignore it. Only the first counts.
Tis okay.
I got over eager.
Sometimes that happens.
Puncture.
Punksa, as her bonus action, is quietly going to deposit Sid on the table next to her because she does not want Sid to be along for this ride.
Oh no.
And
And
me and Sid can hang out together and watch.
Sure.
yeah,
If you need to put Anissa down, which I imagine you probably already have by now.
Nissa and Azara can talk to her bow.
I am here for that. Let's talk to the bow. Hell
If
yeah.
Nissa, Sid, and Azara can talk to the bow and, get it to
before
to be
everyone
fun.
started attacking, did it look upset at our presence or surprised?
Surprised and about to get upsetty.
Wait,
Surprised and alarmed.
Like my stomach was this morning.
Yeah.
Punksa's just gonna sigh and say, "I guess you don't know about the. Well, I don't guess you don't know the one about the gnome and the circus clown." And she's just gonna leap across the room and attempt to Frankensteiner this poor bastard.
Wait, I want to know about the gnome and the. I want to know about. This. I haven't heard about this.
Consider that your reward for being victorious against this thing.
Okay.
So yes, for reference, a Frankensteiner is a jumping grapple attack where the person leaps at the target, attempts to land on their shoulders, grapple them around their neck with their legs, and slam them down onto the ground behind them.
Ah.
So that will be an athletics check, I'm pretty sure, followed by a dexterity check opposed by strength.
Okay.
Athletics check first, which will be against his armor class. Where's the athletics? There it is. Oh, I slide right off. Damn oil.
Yes. You tried to get your legs around his neck, and you're like, that's a lot of neck. There might not be neck, actually, looking at the shape.
Well, that and the legs are greasy, so splash
Yeah.
into the water.
Womp
But
womp.
fortunately, as a monk, I'm very easy to recover from that, so I'm not prone. She's just going to say, maybe the one about the 12-inch pianist?
Okay, that one I get.
That's the end of Punk's turn, by the way.
Okay. Nissa.
I'm over here. Fire's not
I
gonna
don't
do
get
shit.
The one about the 12-inch pianist.
something I'm personally interested in.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
You good now? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, since my elemental shit's not gonna do anything, I guess I'll magic missile and aim all 3 missiles.
Oh yeah.
Thunk, thunk,
And
thunk.
also, I still have the wand. I still have the wand.
Okay.
So I think that's a +1.
Yes, if I remember right. Also, Sacred Flame isn't really flame.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's radiant.
I could do that. I will consider that for next time.
6 damage.
That's like all I can do. So
6 damage, y'all.
So he's been smacked by Midir, he's been shot by Azara, and he's been thoroughly mocked by Punksa.
and poked a few times by Nissa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fire the
Okay.
missiles.
But I am late tired.
Well, then take a nap and then fire the missiles.
Waiting to see who the slutty daddy is most angry with.
Did you have to call it that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cursed. So cursed.
Yes. They're here to be
Yeah,
cursed.
look at Midir. It go. It chomp for 6 damage, which I believe is piercing. I don't remember what your rage resistances are.
Yeah, piercing is. So it's 6 damage halved?
Yes, if you are resistant.
Yeah.
And then he miss.
And then I started blasting.
And then he miss.
Already started blasting.
I want to start
Sit.
blasting.
No, Midir, your temporary hit points.
Oh no.
Oh no, my
No,
temporary
how
hit
dare.
points. No.
No. Wait, come
terrible,
back.
no.
Oh. I'm good, I swear. Okay. Obviously gonna hit the only thing that's here. And hope that the crossbow didn't get all gross. Are you good, crossbow? Please be good. Crossbow was
Gross.
not good. Crossbow was having a time.
Crossbow
Maybe you need to
whale.
be talking to your bow too.
I guess so. I guess mine needs therapy.
Mhm.
You know what? That's fair. So do I.
The two, I mean, our bows two links. They can help each other.
No! Oh my good lord!
My.
Sid is not having a good day.
Sid,
Azara's
you
bow
are a
is like-
paladin. You should just smack him with your sword.
I don't
Azara's
want to go
bow's
close
just
to him.
like-
He's gross. Also the water.
Azara's bow's just like, I've been there. It's okay. You're good, buddy. Just casual conversation with hike up this crossbow.
Ink.
Sorry.
So good.
Aitha has something for this, though. Calmly examining the slot and examining the form and preparing the formula a bit. When they fire their usual firebolt, there's a complicated rune-like pattern on it as it splashes uselessly against the wall.
Sometimes it do be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Turn concludes.
This is going to be totally out of character because this is not a thing in the D&D universe. But Punks is just going to yell, "This is a no smoking section!"
Everywhere is
Azara.
a smoking section in D&D. Except for Alchemist Laboratories, don't fucking light up in there.
Oh my god.
For your own damn safety. And for the safety of the next several blocks.
I'm assuming that hits.
That
Okay.
Thunk.
also hits.
Yay. Thunk, thunk.
Yay. We love to see it.
We do.
Heck yeah.
Mid-ear.
Yes. Well, it hasn't moved. So, can hit it. Well, that's better than 21, so. That damage isn't great, but it's fine. 2! Nope.
No.
Well, haven't moved, so. 3! Nope. Well, that's my turn.
Echo AFK a quick minute, just gotta take out a bit of trash.
Okie doke.
Well, Punks is up.
Punks' plan is already in my head. I'm just trying to come up with puns.
Mm,
I don't
I
think
see.
this guy understands the concept of puns. Are you just trying to be a distraction?
Always.
I'd say you're pretty good at it, considering you got Sid.
Mm.
Punks is just going to yell over her shoulder to Azara, "You know, you can quit peppering this guy. We're not sure he's worth his salt."
Oh my god!
And with that, she's just going to... How high is the stage? About.
Um,
That sound
I'd
you
say
hear
this
is
guy's
water is
being
3 feet
assaulted.
high. Doesn't tell me. I'm assuming since it's above the water, it's probably technically 5 foot up.
that
3 to
sound
5
you
feet,
hear.
and Punksa is 6 feet, so she can reach.
Yeah.
That sound you hear is the sound of Nissa slow clapping.
Aitha back.
Welcome back. This is a delightful little plan that I'm so glad is within reach to work. Punksa, being just below him, but not below him enough to provoke disadvantage, is just going to reach out with her quarterstaff and try to sweep his legs out from under him. Which is a modified shove attack. Let me look up the rules for shove real quick. And it's large, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I make a strength athletics check against him, which he contests with his strength or his dexterity, whichever he chooses. That's a good roll.
He rolled lower.
So he is now prone.
Ooh.
Nice.
Prone to what?
Whatever's
Prone to
coming
puns.
next.
Prone to the puns that Punks is slinging today.
And seeing as how that was just one attack, Punksa is now going to. Well, she can't kick him while he's down, but she can slam her staff down on his ribs.
Ouch.
And since he's prone, an attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attack is within 5 feet of him. So, quarterstaff attack with advantage.
Yes.
Thwack! Boy, I didn't think I was that funny, but he's clearly just busted a rib laughing. Or just busted a rib.
Nissa.
I don't think he's laughing, dear.
I mean, I may as well do a bit of a sacred flame.
And he's prone, so he can't do a dex save, if I remember right.
Yay!
I think prone is just disadvantage. Condition prone. Doesn't actually offer any specific penalty, which doesn't make much sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In 4th edition, it disallows dexterity saves, and I think that's worth GM's fiat if GM decides.
Certainly, it would not logically have much room to move in this position.
I'm seeing a lot of disadvantage. You guys would get disadvantage on. I'll use disadvantage dex. Well, it rolled the same and it
Yeah.
failed, so.
Ranged attacks will have disadvantage for this turn, but melee attacks next to him get advantage. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
He
this
could
is
try
not
to
an
wiggle.
attack roll so much as it's a straight dexterity save, so I don't
Yeah.
think Nessa gets disadvantage.
No.
Yep.
So
I'm not going to give Nessa disadvantage on a spell that doesn't have to roll.
he sees the light.
Tipple!
Slowly sliding down in the chair, and it's like, or my
Tibby,
seat, but
get down.
Tibby, tibby, tip, tip.
Hip
Tibby says crimes. Tybalt! The spraying the water at you does not mean stare at me. It means get down.
You have upgraded to spray at the cat?
Sometimes you have to.
Let's be honest. We would do that with Lloyd if it had any effect. We tried.
You try to chomp the puncture?
So he's remaining laying down, or is he getting up?
He
One
got
would-
up and he's
Yes.
froggoing.
Down.
He
That
attempts
looks
to
like
chomp you.
11 chompy damage. And then he whacks you with a claw for 8.
That
19
is
total.
so rude.
Terribly rude.
Sid.
Alright, fine. Sid's finally gonna just deal with the mess that is the grossness here. Gotta get all up in this guy's ugly face. Nothing else seems to work. Whether or not this will actually work either is questionable. And I imagine Brandy Smite wouldn't do anything in particular against this guy, right? There is a hair on my face that does not want to move where it needs to go. I hate that.
Unfortunate.
Yes. Ooh, well, the longsword seems to be working tonight.
Hey. Oh, it's just Nissa and I
Gotta
now.
talk nice to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just got a sword.
Sword.
I guess you would call him a
Blard.
sword loser.
That did not double, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It did, unfortunately.
I'm looking at the math and it says 1, 2, 1.
Oh, you're right. So that would be 16 damage total after both attacks.
Yes. I'm
Let's. The thing with this group is they often don't find themselves needing a lot of healing.
Yeah, fortunately.
I was going to say so far you've been great about that.
Mm-hmm.
So far.
So far.
That was me checking what my experimental elixir was for the round. Let's see. How much damage has Punksha taken?
Punksa has taken 16 damage plus 3 temp hit points of damage. So she's at 48.
Regain 11 HP. That was a minor action, by the way. Another oddly encoded looking firebolt. Is that a hit? There's no way that's a hit, is it?
That is not a hit. Your firebolts are not liking the frog either.
Mm-mm.
Aetha's
Azara.
eye is visibly twitching. Turn concludes.
Oh my.
No.
Oh.
Awful.
Oh.
Sid left.
No, I'm
Did
sorry.
you remember to pep talk your bow?
Yes, but the bow misses her friend.
I'm sorry.
Punksa is kind of in the way, and that actually may work. Hold on. Punksa is electing to voluntarily fail that saving throw, so she can catch the arrow and throw it at the slad.
Oh yeah,
Sure. Okay.
monk ability.
DM.
Give me 1 second while I find what I need to roll. Monk damage. Can you get over a 12 on damage?
Who?
Azara,
What do you mean?
can you roll damage for me on
Oh.
your attack? On your longbow attack.
Oh. On the normal one?
On the one you
The
failed.
9-2?
Yeah,
On the
the
9-2?
9-2.
Piercing 12.
Okay, so I actually have to count this one. Dex modifier, monk level. Oh yeah, I have to. 1 second. Two plus 8 plus. Oh yeah. Punksa is fine. So she is going to spend a key point and throw the missile at him, which is
1d8 plus dex.
Yep. I'm looking to see if. Yeah, I'll just have to roll it manually.
Does the second one hit?
Plus Dex modifier is 4. So 1d20 plus 4. Oh, I can't. I rolled a 1. So yeah, that
Wow.
misses anyway. Oh well. So now does Azara's second attack hit?
Does my second attack hit?
And Zara's second attack hits, yes.
Yay.
Funk's just gonna shake her fist skyward and yell, "Everyone's a critic!"
Mm,
Hey, at least I did some damage this round.
Yes.
Mid dear.
okay. Well, third verse, same as the first. Nope.
Our weapons are very greasy today.
2.
Yes.
Yay. 3. Hey.
If he's still alive, we have done something horribly wrong, but he is not. Still
He is
alive.
not still alive.
3 was unnecessary.
I think Lance is at the oil first and foremost.
Here was feeling violence.
Madeir chose chaos today.
Punk's
Then-
just gonna say to Madeir, "Check his body. I'm checking the bar."
Okay.
Ew.
Aitha will also inspect the remnants of the bar.
Okay. So, what should I roll for inspecting the body?
Well, you were just looting him, so
I mean, yeah.
if anyone needs to roll, I'm pretty sure it's Aitha and Punksa. And even then, only if there's something worth. Well, Aitha covers it.
Mm.
If there's anything interesting here, which is a non-trivial if, Ainta's gonna find it. Almost like they've kind of trained on the whole attention to detail thing rather obsessively.
Nothing super interesting. The bar appears to be no longer stocked.
Well, that's
Oh,
boring.
how rude!
Unsurprisingly, Ainta says,
Unfortunate.
these materials must have been largely untouched for centuries. There's no surprise that there's not much of worth. They then quickly maneuver.
I was hoping for some good old wine.
So, Ainta points this way. We've got two paths out, behind the stage and over here. I'm guessing they look at the curve. that this exit leads toward might lead back towards the golem, or it might lead to something else of interest. Of course, though, as that
kind
room
of want to
past
try the
the
door. Sorry.
Yeah, Punks is just going to say, you guys check the door. I'm going to take a look up here. She's going to come up here, but she's not going to step further in because last time she did that, it caused screaming dragon heads.
Ainta inspects the door and, assuming nothing is immediately wrong, will open it.
So, Punctia sticks their head up because that you have to pop right up you're like piling some chairs because that's 10 feet up. Those walls look like they have bones sticking out of them.
I love how you think the Punksa cares about a mere 10-foot height advantage, which you could just leap.
I know, you hop, hop, hop. So M5, there are bones sticking out of the walls.
Bones in the walls, and
Hate that.
with dark vision, she can probably... Oh yeah, that's well within sight if she steps over here. Unobstructed view. So she has stuff to relay, but unless there's something urgent that requires her attention, like Angie undead or anything, she's not going to make any noise about it.
No, not where you are. Just bones in the walls. If you want to try Arcana to be like, what kind of bone?
Yep. Punks is not even going to try it. She's dumb as hell.
Okay.
Punks is just going to come back and say, well, whatever's in that hallway, it sure didn't like what we've been doing. It sure didn't like whatever it ate or whatever we were doing, because that thing is all bony.
Bony? Like the walls?
Like a rib cage, I think.
Bones jut from the walls of this natural corridor.
Yeah, Punks is just going to straight up call it like a rib cage.
Hate it.
Right.
Gross.
She's just going to say, yeah, bones everywhere. Well, in the walls.
Super cursed.
Yep, pretty much.
Awful.
Well, once we see what's in M7, then we can decide what we want to do. Since we're not entering
Yet. May I get back up on Nadir's shoulders?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Punks is just going to apologize to Sid and say, sorry, I'm a little soaked. That's icky water.
It's fine. I kind of got in it too, so whatever.
Door
It's fine.
opens.
Whee! An uncomplicated door.
Hooray.
Everything seems normal.
M7 has crumpled chairs. The north wall hangs a large stone slab that features a bas relief depicting dragons bowing respectfully over a large dragon corpse, and there is a dragon skull mounted on the east wall.
Hmm.
Ink. Your tool proficiencies, do those include Mason?
Not on the active set, no.
Okay.
It does, however, have the history of this place. Putting a dragon skull up to that relief, that doesn't seem like a sign of respect, to say the least.
The relief does not look like it was carved in this room. Absolutely.
Punks is just going to say, "Want me to stick my head in and see if anything leaps out?"
Probably a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
She's just going to look at Sid and say, "You want to come with?"
Yep.
Okay, Punks is just going to stroll on in,
You know, I got your back, quite literally.
looking around, walking up to the relief, or into the area of the relief, eyeballing it, looking at the corpse. Just going to bow to the corpse, just in case.
Not the worst idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because is it just you two going in?
Does anyone else want to join, or are they letting Punks scout ahead?
Aintha will cautiously follow from a distance.
Once
Same.
Since most of the party is now in the room, the skull's eyes light up in green.
Lovely.
And
What?
ghosty bones start appearing and forming into a skeleton underneath the skull.
Hello?
Danger comet! So, Nissa, you built your degenerate throne on our graves and used our ancestors to fuel your ambition, but your gods have abandoned you and we struck you down. You return, and so do we.
Is she relaying that?
Yes. We are in danger.
Aintha,
Mm-hmm.
Punks is just going to hold up her hand to Aintha real quick. She's just going to say, "I get that you're mad, but we're not with these jerks. We're here to show them what for, if you don't mind."
I need a persuasion.
Well, not advantage, but that is the first roll, so.
Yeah.
if I could at all justify it, I should have picked a feat that would let Aintha know Draconic. Not that it would have helped much here with Aintha's 1 charisma mod.
Punksa has it too, so. The 1 charisma mod.
Anyone else would like to be like, whoa, 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 we're not the fucking grave robbers. We're not the desecrators. Because the dragon is not
try.
being slain.
I can try. Is that persuasion?
Persuasion.
I can
That is
try
persuasion.
too.
Yeah, everyone can try. All they have to do is say, "Whoa, we're not with these jerks."
Oh, that was awful.
We
Never mind.
just got here.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think
Really? I have a high
Well-
charisma stat, and that's what happens?
I
Yeah,
know.
I have a high charisma stat too.
I mean, I failed my whiz saving throw earlier, and I have a high wisdom, so.
Ay, ay,
Who
ay,
else would like to
ay.
convince the dragon? Because it's not looking convinced.
Aintha, my dear.
Nadir's the only one left.
Aintha,
Come on,
Aintha will try a slightly different
What
tack.
persuasion?
Oh, my dear.
Yeah.
Guys.
Nope.
Aintha, I realized I should have said this earlier. I was going to offer the Flash of Genius someone, which probably would have been the one with the highest persuasion mod, which is, oh no.
We could,
Okay, yeah. Nissa's roll is now a 17.
the dragon is still. The bones are rattling and moving into skeletal position for the skull.
Unfortunately, we cannot F8 a D&D campaign to reroll.
Crap.
No teams rolling this round.
Look,
We're in
it has
danger.
yet to attack. Punks is just gonna say to say, you might want to get off. I'm gonna do something stupid.
Oh God.
Are you gonna punch the statue?
No, that would be intelligent.
Don't be like Cassie where he punches the freaking he punches the evil mirror so he can get through it without having to roll away.
You have to punch the evil. It's the only way.
Punks is just gonna wave everyone else off and put herself in great danger, and she's just gonna take a step forward and say, "Look, we got no beef with the dragons. I have a couple of babies out there who really like you guys. In fact," she's just gonna say, "Really, we're here to get rid of Soth and his boys and get the evil bastards out of your home." She's just gonna say, I'm not here. I'm not armed. I'm not picking a fight. You want to take a shot at me? Go ahead. But I am trying to tell you the truth."
You may have another persuasion check.
And since
boy,
I'm
second
shooting
chance.
through my flashes of genius, like Cray Cray, that one is at a +5 modifier. For once, Ainta is cheering you on, and you apparently did worse this time.
It's not a very happy dragon.
It is not a very happy dragon.
Oh my.
300 years of stewing on betrayal.
Today. Jesus.
Punks is just gonna glance to Sid, and she's just gonna say, "You might want to show a little respect," kind of jerking her thumb at the bas relief since we're the close ones.
I mean, crap.
You may Sid may have another roll.
Persuasion. Another persuasion.
Yes.
Punks is kind of saying, "Bow, bow."
I'm bowing. I can't bow very low. I'm very short.
Yeah,
Would a candle lie to you?
sometimes.
Just dragon mimic.
Only for fun.
Doing the little pushing the fingers into their cheeks, like, I'm adorable. Look at me. Would I harm you? Please ignore the giant sword on my back. This is better.
Stares at you both for a long moment and nods.
Hey,
The
persuasion.
flames go out and the skeleton vanishes.
Finally! Yay!
Punks is just gonna exhale,
Squeak,
clap
Squeak,
Sid on the
squeak.
back, and say, "Oh, I'm glad that worked."
Defender saved the day.
Don't put me on the
Collapses
spot like
out
that.
of their wheelchair onto one of the seats.
Poof, dust.
Probably.
Well,
That.
Don't put me on the spot like that. Gently punches leg, I guess.
Look, I didn't want to, but we kind of didn't have options there.
You're lucky.
Very.
Very. Scares me. Which says a lot because I'm a Kender.
Ainta slowly, with the assistance of their cat, whose armor apparently powered up at some point here, is pushed back into the wheelchair.
good kitty.
Rotate, rotate. Squeak, squeak. Just examine the door and try not to think about how close we were to fighting a goddamn dragon!
Now. It's an undead dragon we had to worry about.
It's true.
No,
It's
that's
when you
not
have
a-
flamey bits.
Those are a little trickier than actual live dragons.
Yeah.
You know, being undead and all.
Less
Yeah.
less squishy bits
Only
to go
one
after.
bone. Yep,
Yeah.
really bone.
I'm
And
only a
hopefully
little
it
bit
doesn't talk a lot.
I mean, it would be another thing that I couldn't really set on fire.
Door is
Unfortunately.
openable.
One foot just kind of idly pushes the door.
This is a worked stone room full of laboratory equipment.
Oh, great. We're losing Eintha.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is
I
what,
know.
this is what I
Colored
was
Something
looking for.
liquids,
normal.
glass lenses, live mice in cages,
Blink, blink,
books,
blink.
crowd shelves.
This is an active use. Aitha points to the mice. This lab is someone should be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose we should count ourselves lucky they aren't.
Punks is just going to stroll over and glance over to Madeira and Azara and Nessa and say, we're going to check this out. You guys want to see if there's anything else in here worth doing if we don't disturb the dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah,
Meteor's
absolutely.
going just lean down to look at the mice and just very quietly say, "Nice to meet you," and then let them out of their
Hey!
No, Aitha will actually do a hand swat. Do not let them loose.
There is
You
a
should
there
not
is a
do not, if it's an active wizard's lab, you don't disturb it. That's like core rule.
This is just kind of face palming at Medear's pun. She appreciates a good pun, but
The
damn,
pun
we've
is-
had a lot of those today.
Aitha seems
Mhm.
fine with the pun, but it's not okay with releasing releasing material, research material.
I wasn't planning on doing that. I don't think anybody
You
was.
wish to
Well,
inspect the book.
Meteor was going to do it, but
Aitha sighs.
Okay, well,
Aitha does glance
Correction.
around to see if there's anything severely off norm for this kind of lab, which I'm guessing would be an Arcana check. But
Nothing stands
mostly,
out.
they literally trained in Mount Nevermind. They know what happens if you screw with a lab. It usually involves very impressive amounts of fire, and not the type you yourself have thrown.
Fire, explosion, fire suppression systems, which made by gnomes may or may not add more fire.
Correct.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is Ainta inspecting books?
Aitha does glance at the books at least a little bit, not like reading them, but not pulling them out to read yet, but glancing their covers and trying to identify the types of magic this wizard might specialize in.
So if you spot a book that mentions rituals, there's a rolled up scroll that looks like it could be interesting. A lot of them look like history.
Interesting. This wizard's library, some work in ritualistic magic. Glance shoots a glare at Punksha as Punksha is moving towards stuff.
Punksa is very pointedly putting her hands behind her back and grabbing her wrist, so she's not touching anything. She is just looking. Punksa has a high wisdom score. It's Madeira you need to worry about.
Yeah.
And Sid is up too high anyway.
When has that
Meteor
ever
has a
stopped a
decent
Kinder?
wisdom score
Yeah.
here, but
Well, while Eintha is inspecting the books, Punksa is inspecting the storage.
That's reasonable. Aitha sighs. There's a door this way. Probably our best bet.
Do you wish to spend more time inspecting books, or meh?
Aitha will keep looking half at the books, half at everyone else, making sure they're not touching anything.
Punksa is actually joining Eintha in keeping people from touching things. You don't disturb ruins. It's a bad idea. Especially not
Aitha's
ruins that are
fine.
already being disturbed.
Yeah, Aitha's fine with disturbing ruins. It's screwing with wizard labs that's a no-no.
So yes, so history books about a place called Onyari. There is a spell scroll that you could count if you want to inspect.
Aintha, after a moment, will quickly examine the scroll to see if they can identify it, and then put it right back.
Guess
They
what
know
spell
how
I
to
passed
handle
on this
scroll.
morning.
Spell scroll of Arcane Gate.
Oh, that's above anything an artificer can cast. Aintha may be able to understand the theory of the spell, but yeah.
Nessa might be able to do something with it.
More important,
probably do something with it.
Aintha will actually have Nessa take a glance, but
Is something I can learn?
Aintha looks over the scroll. Only if you can handle. Good grief! This is sixth circle magic. This is whoever. If they were able to make this, then they are very. We're actually dealing with a wizard of significant might here.
Hmm.
And then if you want to pick one of the ritual books.
I can hold on to it for now if I can't learn it yet.
Let's wait for now, but we may want to parlay for it.
Okay.
Stealing from a wizard powerful enough to cast that spell is on par with, again, setting off gnomish fire suppression systems.
Fair.
We should probably head on. Aintha points towards the door. And given wizard, I should probably not be the one leading the way. Actually, glancing towards a certain Kender, you might have an advantage here.
Come on, baby, you can do it. I believe in you.
She didn't, or they didn't want to be put on the spot.
And yet, here we are again. But they will hop down from Puncture's shoulders and shuffle their way over uncertainly.
Punk's just going to say, since we've kind of blown the element of surprise, you can do it, baby.
All right, I guess I'm opening the door. I mean, should I check for
Y'all are
anything
cute.
first? Thanks.
Aintha will actually quickly have glanced over the door. Do I need to roll investigation?
Door seems to be... No.
Door.
Okay.
Door seems to be door.
Door seems to be door.
Seems to be door.
All right, I'm going in.
It looks like a luxurious apartment. The lamps and stuffed chairs look old but well maintained.
I kind of feel like I'm trespassing. Like legitimately
Punk's going to come
trespassing
in
this time.
after. She's just going to say, you might want to call out a warm greeting, just so that we're not super trespassing.
Nissa, you're getting left behind on the map.
So is
So
Zara.
Medea, so is Zara.
Yeah.
I'm just with my dear.
Hello?
Catch everybody up. We
Yep.
yeah.
I'm sorry for intruding, but we kind of came through a tunnel. There was water and oil and
Secret
a big
tunnel through the mountain.
secret tunnel through the mountain.
Tunnel.
A hooded, crimson-robed figure steps through the door from the east and gives you a calm nod. From behind a bleached skull mask speaks a smooth voice. Ah, welcome. Let's get to the assessment then. The figure
Assessment?
holds out a blue gem, which shatters.
Well, that doesn't look like a good sign.
Well,
Punks
balls.
is just gonna pat Sid on the shoulder and say, "It's fine. They're just checking us out." She's just gonna flash a thumbs up to the crimson robed figure. She's just gonna say, "Come on, everyone. We're here for a test, I guess."
On that note,
No, I'm
both
bad at
Einta
tests.
and Nissa recognize red robes as not being the D&D movie red robes. They're supposed to be neutral,
Red,
but they don't usually run around in bone-faced masks either.
Well,
Aitha pauses. High sorcery, but high sorcery, neutral, unusual.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Aitha will quickly shuffle in, especially if the air elemental is awaiting people's arrival before making the first attack. Say,
Excuse me.
Because I hadn't put it in the initiative, it currently is. There it
Well,
goes.
should we re-roll initiative since that was the
Do you
last
want to
battle?
re-roll or do you want to use the old ones?
oh,
Re-roll
sorry.
it is.
Reroll it is.
Reroll.
It does
sure,
seem
let's
like
do
it's a
this.
situation that calls for fresh in it.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Initiative.
Look, on the plus side, this guy doesn't seem very upsetty with us.
Okay, sorty. All
At
these
least the
numbers
brains are
broken
going
up.
first instead of the dumb muscle.
Yeah.
Azara.
Yeah.
You are first.
Yay. So what's the? Is it like a vlog?
That is an air elemental.
An air elemental.
Does
It's
Aitha,
vaguely
Air-
shaped like a dragon for some reason.
I don't know how good the air is gonna do on air elemental.
You'd be surprised.
Aitha will actually
Hmm.
probably know some essentials. Elemental magic is something that they get to toy with after all. So, permission to Arcana?
Yes.
And
I
is
can
the other
also
dude
Arcana.
targetable? Fullface, is he targetable?
I can barely understand you, Abby.
Yeah, you're a bit muffled, Effie.
I said,
You're really muffled.
Is the Skullface guy targetable?
Punksa will kind of stand between people and the guy in the robe since she doesn't want to attack him. She's kind of trying to make it so he's not a target at the moment.
Aitha, an assessment, air elemental. Aitha sighs a bit. Magical attacks, not lightning. Magical attacks, not lightning, and this thing is thoroughly capable of making a horrifying mess of this entire apartment. Try not to contribute to that too badly.
Fun.
Also, I think
No
Azara was asking
promises.
if it was targetable. I think.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is a
Yeah, they
creature
don't-
you can attack.
They don't really do that in 5e.
The puncture, I think, said that prisoner would be.
You are super muffled,
I
Effie.
cannot
Yeah.
understand you at all.
That's literally basically what we heard.
Can you
Mm-hmm.
hear me now?
Yes.
Much better.
Yes.
Good.
Now we
Yeah.
can.
Alright, so I'll just attack the air elemental. Ooh.
No.
Arrows fly into the wind and spin around.
Yes.
Hey. At least that one did. Oh, you damn thing. I got rid of my.
You cleared up and then you got bad again.
Huh?
Yeah, it sounds like your mic is resting on something that's muffling your voice.
No, I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking.
Okay.
There we go. I had to type out my 1d6 again because it disappeared.
Ah,
Let me do that so I can copy it.
Nissa.
Hello. I have a thought as to what I would like to do. I would like to do a ray of frost in the general direction of the air elemental. Oh, that was almost bad.
Mm-mm.
but it wasn't bad.
That's
It
a
was
range
almost
hit.
like,
Yes, you're good.
yay!
Then I think you need to roll 1d8.
You know, just like Madeir said, it was nice to meet you. Now it's ice to meet you.
Of course! I'm just gonna
Einsa.
leave the puns to you guys for now. My brain's not working too well. You know.
Right, decides to the wheelchair position, glances over, leans a little bit towards Nessa, and throws another of those runed firebolts. Maybe this one will finally do something.
Mm.
No.
Damn it.
It does not like that tonight.
Uh-huh.
I
At this part, it's become kind of a bit.
Mm-hmm.
turn concludes.
Elemental. Goes. Does not hit Punksha. Hits Madeir for 13, but
Ooh,
yes, you're not
Okay.
raging yet. Because you
No, I'm
ward
not.
of worn off.
Yeah. Alright. So it is just 13.
Punksha.
is Sid staying on Punk's shoulders?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much clambered
Punks-
back up there the second this all started.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sid, follow Punksa. Punksa's going to maneuver herself up here, and she's just going to glance over her shoulder and say, "This might get a little messy. Do you mind if we accidentally break things? We're going to try not to, but
The wizard just kind of stares.
she's just going to say, I want points for asking." And she's just going to
Mm.
clench her fist, and she's just going to pause, look at Sid and smile. And she's just going to start shadow boxing with the air elemental to give Sid assistance on her hit. Sid gets to roll with advantage
Oh, okay.
as long as she's in melee.
Oh my.
Assist is a wonderful action. And that's Punk's turn. Sid's up.
Oh, I mean, it's an air elemental. I'm not entirely sure what I could even do.
You've got a magical weapon, and Punk's is distracted.
You have a magical weapon.
That's right. The longsword's magical. I'm gonna swing practically from the rafters because I'm sitting on somebody's shoulders. But
Can I roll with
apparently,
advantage?
but I have advantage. So, all right, we'll see how this goes.
That's rather impressive.
You
A
You
perfect
rolled
10.
a 4!
Too bad.
Hey.
Okay, I'm just trying to get
You
used to
haven't-
this. It's a little
You
bit
haven't-
awkward.
You haven't attacked. You've only attacked once.
It's just a little awkward, that's all. I can do this. I can do this.
You can. You got
this.
this.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do this apparently.
You're fine. It's okay.
You really need to take mounted combat as a feat next time you get one.
Clearly.
That's your 2. I was just double checking, like, you actually should have a cantrip.
Like we couldn't set up the cantrips for some reason.
That's right. We were having something stupid there, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
One cantrip from the cleric spell list. Whatever. Mid-deer.
Okay. Let's see what. I don't actually have a magic weapon, so.
Hum the Ghostbusters theme while attacking it.
Yeah.
Not undead, that doesn't count.
It's the thought that counts.
Let's try it anyway. Anything?
Yes.
Cool.
Does your
Yay.
weapon count as magical?
No.
Does rage count as magic damage?
Oh wait, actually I do have that the magic sword.
You hit with the great axe, though.
Yes, I
true.
did.
But with a fighter, you can switch to the next weapon.
I can.
And does your rage count as magical too? Which is the question.
I didn't pop rage, but if
Oh, well,
Your
in that
roll
case,
said
why
rage,
not?
so
yeah, I forgot to unclick it.
got it. Well, great axe does not
Nope.
do much probably, but next attack.
Let's try with the I never got the actual stats for this.
The dancing scimitar, I believe it was.
The dancing scimitar, yeah. Which is the problem in this case because I don't have the full stats for that. Item dancing sword? Was that it?
I think so. That sounds right.
Yes, I can toss that into the air. Blah 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 blah. Okay, dancing sword is a specific variant. So I think you said. Did you say it was longsword or scimitar?
I think it was a longsword.
Longsword. Okay, let's use longsword stats.
Dancing longsword.
Just normal longsword stats.
But you can also 1d10 by two-handing it.
Yeah, which I will.
Yes, that hits.
Not bad, not bad. Cool. Should I assume I don't get that third attack since I did swap weapons.
Probably.
That
Because,
seems
yeah, you
fair.
had to do a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. That'd be my turn then.
Zara.
Hey, your bow recovered from its little fit.
It's little mishap. It's little mishap. All right, one more.
Zara's stuff is not magical, though.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad.
You'll do reduced damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you'll still do damage.
Yeah, it's not a terrible thing. It's just
as long as I'm doing damage, I don't care.
Yeah, you still do damage, it's just less damage.
Yeah. As long as her bow can do something, so it's not nervous.
Nissa.
I think I'm just gonna do a Ray of Frost again. That worked well for me last time. Worked well for me this time.
Hit.
Man, that was cold.
Ninth.
I realized that they're close enough that trying to step away would be very risky. This is not a great place, but thankfully they do have some armor. And so yeah, they're just going to go for a for just sticking to what works.
Yay, it did!
Pew! Kapow!
Elemental.
pew pew pew.
Mrs. Medeer.
Huh.
Nissa. It go pow. It punch you. For 13 damage.
It hit the baby!
It hit the baby.
Rude.
The baby?
It whack you.
It whacked me. For how
No.
For
much?
13.
13? Oh man.
Punks is just gonna say, hey, hey! And she's just gonna do an
Ow,
open-handed
my
slap.
everything?
She's just gonna do an open-handed slap to its face for the first attack. No hitting the baby! First attack.
Yes.
With magical fists.
Fists of punch punch.
And then just for good measure, she's just gonna draw her hand back and just slap it against the face again with another cry of, say it, learn your lesson.
No.
I don't think air elementals normally don't talk.
And Punxa is going to move to get behind it to give people better advantage. Sid can come with, unless Sid wants to come down. She's going to say, it still has no excuse for bad manners.
Aetha decides to stop trying to argue this.
Yes,
And that's Punxa's turn.
it's not an argument you're gonna win, so
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Just accept.
Alright, Longsword, I know this is different from what we usually do, but we can do this.
And no more advantage.
Are you kidding me? Oh, why? Why are my rolls so bad all of a sudden?
Hop off of Punxa's back before your next attack, maybe?
Yes.
See, you just needed mounted combat to fight that way.
All right.
Nadir.
Sword.
Yes.
Yay. Second try with sword. Yay.
Do we do
3.
third sword?
Nope.
Nope.
Third sword went bad. Oh no. Oh no. I not won that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh no!
Well, unless there are consequences for that now. And I think that's my turn.
Azara. Unless there are consequences.
Meh. Cactus is getting big sneepy.
No consequences because sneaky.
I'll make this quick
That's
because
valid.
my turn came up real fast.
Yes.
Listen, I see 25, and I'm just gonna automatically think that it hit.
Yeah. There is
Yep,
very
not.
little that 25 would not hit.
Punx is just going to exhale and say, whew, what a windbag.
That
Because
does
that
not
just
hit.
killed it. Well, that
I
killed
know
it.
for sure that does not hit.
You killed it.
Oh, hell yeah! You're welcome.
Punx is just going to, after that little quip, she's just going to smile over the wizard and say, how'd the kids do?
She pushes back her robe, her hood, and the mask, and she's an elf. Forgive
Hello.
the rough welcome, but it was necessary to praise your abilities. I'd like to speak now.
Ah.
Aetha sighs a little bit, quickly trying to figure out if they're Sylvanesti or
Absolutely is.
and just kind
Hello,
of
friend.
wheels up, all squeaky squeaky like.
And Punx is just going to politely approach, just in case we want to keep Aetha out of striking distance.
Aetha actually waves Punxa off.
Punxa trusts Aetha and will step back.
And actually bows. You are of our nation, and it seems you know things that I as yet do not. Basically, an acknowledgement of bowing to superior knowledge.
I apologize for not seeing that earlier, Kyo. Thank you for the message, but no, don't throw the halfling. The battle's already over anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
She
that
kind
would
of
not
nods
be.
in acknowledgement. I am Demolin, High Wizard of Onyari. You're not the first visitors my fallen city has had in recent days. The world that forgot us has been flocking here to the paradise of Istar. I fear although my home has been suddenly remembered, its lessons have not.
Aetha pauses and then just sighs. Well, given that one of the people here seems to be Lord Soth, a rather infamous undead knight. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Punks is just going to scratch her cheek, wondering if mentioning Lord Soth was the best idea, but she is sticking with Eintha's leadership of this for now.
Demlin just knows that you have a little more information on the details of them than she does. She just knows that there's been an invasion. She knows they tend to patrol the city, focusing a lot on the threshold of the heavens at the city center. They also visit the sizable mansion that on the road to the threshold. Pretty sure that the mansion is now their command center. Is there a map? Let me make sure this doesn't have stuff on it. Shouldn't. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, I can go ahead and.
You like my message, Jay?
The threshold of the heavens, and then the mansion that they keep heading to.
So, well, Eintha's dealing with this. Punks is just going to say, yeah, I'm pretty sure we want to go to that mansion.
She points out this would be roughly our exit point. On a note, remember that rusted Dragonlance?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got it?
The one that Punks is carrying, yes.
Yes. She's like, oh, you've got Sarmalier's Dragonlance.
Punks is just
That's interesting that it came back.
Punks is
There
just
is a temple to Paladine over here.
Punks is just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Since Paladine was the one that cursed it, if Paladine has had it come back, you might want to visit his temple to figure out why.
Punks is just gonna nod in acknowledgement, and she's gonna say, yeah, Soth tried to pull some shit with that, and we had to put him down, but he was pretty regretful of it, so we're pretty sure this is where it wants to go. She's just gonna say, but thanks for the guidance. That really helps.
I think all this started because of a funeral.
Yeah.
Funeral.
Is it really a funeral if there's no fun in it?
This straw has a certain eye
Funeral.
twitch. This straw is a predictable eye twitch from Aetha.
And then she focuses her kind of like stare on Nissa. Onyari is isn't a place for novices. If you are going to continue, you should do so as a true mage. I was a master of the Tower of High Store. Blah 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 blah.
A Tower of the
If you're
High
ready
blah
to
blah
earn
blah
your
blah.
robe, she can administer the test.
Nessa,
Ooh. Hello.
did you hear all that?
Yeah, my brain is kind of fading.
Do we
This
want to
might
pause right
be a
here
good
talking with
pause
her?
point, I think, because yeah, this is
Yeah.
kind of important for Nessa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was said? What was said?
This is not her
She
promotion exam.
said
I
you're a
haven't.
baby, and this place is no place for babies. If you're going to continue, you should do it as a full mage. She can give you the test of high sorcery.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
But we could just pause here and go over stuff
Yeah.
again, and
Yeah,
then
let's pause here
Because
because I know.
everyone does seem to be big tired.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
today's just been a day for
Cactus
that.
made the brilliant life decision of staying up to watch the primals, so I didn't go to sleep till
Yeah.
4.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
Leia and I
We're really
have.
close to 10 anyway, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have to go to Costco tomorrow. I don't have to
Yep.
go to sleep anytime soon, but we do have to go to Costco
We
tomorrow.
do have to go to Costco.
Mm.
And we have 4 of 6 appear to be tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. I just sighs. Admittedly, I am an outsider. See, to the ways of high sorcery. Aetha says, but this really does seem like quite the complication. They're in character tired enough to say something that they normally would keep their trap shut about. Especially when they're, artificers and practicing with something kind of adjacent to magic.
It's a good point to pause.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sid is just going to tease Aetha a little bit with my leaning on Punx's head and just going, oh, come on, you know you love us now.
So
Thanks,
we
lady.
will pick up next week.
Yes, next week.
Yes.
Yep. Wednesday.
Azazara is like fawns over this fucking elf mage person.
Sara's looking a little red over there. We probably should get some rest.
Yeah.
So yeah, tomorrow or not tomorrow. Wednesday, probably Minecraft. Minecrafty craftiness. Friday, Leia is going to be gone, so we're not going to be doing Pandemonium, but maybe Roulette's if I feel up to it, and just hanging with the fam as we do. I also may have something to kind of debut in big quotes in the coming week. I have to see how I feel about when I want to do it, but I was I commissioned something and it is going to be interesting. So I guess be on the lookout for that. I am going to raid. I know it's kind of my default at this point, but I am going to raid Minty because she is on and she is drawing. And just because she is chill and I don't really want to go hunting for anyone else. So I'm just going to take our tiny little group over to Minty and call that a good D&D session. Thank you everyone for joining, for
Yeah.
being here, and we will see you in the coming days.
Okie doke.
Good night.
Good night.
And raid Minty, start raid. Raid now. All right, and I could turn that back up now.